Yo, what's going on, people? Good to see you. So the topic for today's video actually comes as a response to all the comments that I've been seeing in the community, and I kind of want to piggyback off of a video that my boy Terrell over at the Insane Game Freak made in regards to Nintendo fans and the audacity of hype. So if you've been around the internet for the better part of 6 months, you would notice that the Switch hype, the momentum behind the system is out of freaking control, man. You see tons of people posting videos about their predictions for Nintendo Switch in 2018, but more specifically, folks are losing their shit about this rumored January Direct. Well, at this point, it's all but confirmed. And you guys have been asking me what I think about this Direct. What are some of your predictions? Have you been following the supposed leaks? And to be honest, man, as much as I would love to talk about some of the games I'm looking forward to, I think that prediction videos for the most part are pretty freaking stupid. Now, don't get it twisted. There is nothing wrong with being excited for these events like E3, Nintendo Direct, PlayStation Experience. There's nothing wrong with that at all because we are gamers, we are creatures of habit. We want to get excited to see the latest and greatest thing from our favorite companies. That being said, let's be real here. Prediction videos 9 times out of 10 end up being ridiculous because none of those things end up coming true unless it's something that is completely expected and you know for a fact this is going to happen. All of our predictions get thrown out the window, and in some cases that might be good because they might hit us with some bombshells that we didn't expect, and in some cases, yeah, we probably should have tempered our expectations, which is something that I think should become the theme of this video because Nintendo fans have been off their rocker for the better part of 6 months. Now, here's the thing, and I know some people are going to take this video the wrong way, like, oh, you're just another Nintendo hater. Like, I love how I still get videos saying I'm a Nintendo hater, even though I bought the Nintendo Switch, I own like 20 games for the system, and I'm doing more to support the system than some of these Nintendo fanboys. That being said, Nintendo fanboys, y'all gotta calm the fuck down, okay? Y'all doing these videos talking about what you want to see in the future of Nintendo Switch. Like, there's nothing wrong with predicting things. But some of the things that y'all are doing, you are setting your expectations way too freaking high. And here's the thing. I think there's a reason why so many people are just enamored with the Nintendo Switch, not simply due to the fact that yes, it is a hybrid platform, you can take your games anywhere, but I think there is a deeper reasoning behind why so many people are excited for the future. I do not want to offend anybody with the term that I'm about to use, but I cannot think of a term that is more applicable to the situation. Nintendo fans suffer from battered wife syndrome. And what do I mean by that? Basically, the bar has been set so low for Nintendo that anything that is just marginally better than what came before is going to be deemed amazing, incredible. Y'all don't believe me? Well, let's take a trip down history lane. Look at the Nintendo Wii into the Nintendo Wii U. Nintendo Wii had a stellar first-party lineup, right? It had some decent third-party games here and there, but as a whole, that's where Nintendo really started to burn the bridges with most modern gamers. And when you go into the Wii U, similar situation, had a pretty decent first-party lineup, no third-party support whatsoever. So, if you are a person who only owned a Nintendo system in the 7th and the 8th generation, well, I mean, are we still in the 8th generation? Isn't the Switch just another one? I know folks say Gen 9, but whatever, we're getting sidetracked. Even though you would own Nintendo consoles and that be your primary system, or you have it as a secondary system, there's still that thought process that, okay, things have been pretty rough for Nintendo. We've been through the gutter. We've been through the trenches. So if the Nintendo Switch is just a little bit better than the Wii U, if it just gets one more game than the Wii U did in the year, then I will be so happy and I will be content. Y'all don't believe me? This past year for Nintendo Switch has been hailed as the best year of Nintendo in forever. Folks going so far as to say it's their best year since 2010. Why? Why is it their best year? Because they released a lot of games? Well, sure, they did. They released games like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, and they had all their Wii U ports in between. But being realistic here, y'all, had it not been for the Nintendo Wii U failing so bad, the Switch's first year wouldn't have been a success. Let me paint the picture for y'all. I guarantee you for a fact that all the games that released on Nintendo Switch this year were at some point in development for the Wii U. Because if the Nintendo Wii U was a smash hit, it was selling gangbusters, it was doing like 40, 50 million units, why in the world would Nintendo be inclined to come out with a new system so soon after the Wii U? It's because the system was a failure, so they had to scramble things around, they had to rush games out there, they had to port them really quickly. And so by comparison, the Nintendo Switch's first year is so amazing because the last 2.5 years of the Wii U were abysmal. Don't believe me? Look at all the releases from the Nintendo Wii U post Super Smash Bros. Onwards. You got maybe 2 to 3 quality games a year out of the system. And those aren't just the Nintendo exclusives. I'm talking games in general. There was not much to play on the Wii U in its last couple of years, which is essentially half of the system's life. But the Nintendo Switch has all of these games. Granted, half of the games are ports, but still, it's got more games to play. It's got more third-party games to play. Smaller titles, bigger titles, ports, it has a lot of stuff. So by comparison, the Nintendo Switch is being hailed as like the greatest console ever, and it's selling so fast because the previous system was a failure. It's so weird how this works. Like, how in the world is your next system going to do astronomically better than your previous system when your previous system sucked? It's something about lowered expectations. The curse of lowered expectations is the phrase that I coined when I was talking about the Switch and its reveal. I even said that if Nintendo Switch can checkmark 6 out of 10 boxes, that's going to be enough for people to jump on board. Granted, 6 out of 10, well, it's considered passing to some folks. That's not a great grade. It's just above average. But it works in this situation because of history and what we have seen. So that's what I'm trying to say here, people. Throughout all the crazy history, backstory, all these lessons that I've been dealing out in these videos, you guys got to realize that this is still the same Nintendo. Somebody timestamp this video right now. This is still Nintendo. So Nintendo, for all the good things that they've done with the Nintendo Switch, they still have some things they have to fix. Like the Switch, let's be real, is a rush system. There should be no reason why this system launched with no proper online support, no party chat, no messaging system, no proper game invite, like system-wide features. Like, the only thing you can do on the system is play games, and I'm sorry, but you should be able to do more out of a multimedia device, a portable device, in 2017. Now going into 2018. Some of you folks like to say, well, it's a game system, I want to play games first and foremost. Okay, then why in the world do you have a $700 smartphone if all you want to do is call people? You see what I'm saying? Oh no, but it's a phone. Yes, it's a phone, and it has evolved from us just calling. We can do a lot more, like browse the internet and watch videos and comment on videos. Just like with game consoles, we can not only play games, but we can also chat with our friends. We can also create communities within the console ecosystem. We can watch Netflix. We can watch Hulu. We can stream our games. We could do a lot of things because these are multimedia machines. Okay. So with the Nintendo Switch not launching with all those things, the sheer fact that it did the majority of the good stuff, that's enough for people. And I know I'm going to get people saying that, oh, you're just a Nintendo hater, blah, 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 blah. But no, I'm a realist. I understand the reason why the Switch is selling is not because it's interesting and unique, it's different. No, it's because most people were burned so bad by the previous generations, and now that they get something that's sort of up to par, it's like, great, good job, Nintendo. Meanwhile, Sony and Microsoft, you know, they don't really get the praise they get for coming out with constant updates for their system, but people over here losing their load if Nintendo adds party chat to the console that should have had party chat in the first place. See what I'm trying to say? So Nintendo fans, the TLDR version of this video is this. I want the future of Nintendo to be bright. I think it is going to be astronomically better than previous generations, just based off of the library thus far on the Switch. However, you have to keep this company accountable. You have to keep them up against the wall, because their first year, while it was great, I don't think they can replicate that. A major first-party game released pretty much every month out of the year, let's be realistic here, that's not going to happen. It isn't. I think that we are still going to get more games because all their teams are pooled under one development house. So they no longer have to develop for 3DS and the Nintendo Wii U. They can just do it on the Switch. But still, be realistic here. This is Nintendo. They are going to dance to the beat of their own drum. They're going to do what they want to do. And if it means them updating these features on a yearly basis, then that's what they're going to do. I would love for them to actually come out at this January Direct and be like, yo, we are fixing everything y'all complain about. This is the online. Here's the virtual console. Here's every game from now until June. I would love for them to do that. But as it stands, I'm not going to go so far as to say that this is a new Nintendo and they suddenly get things, because if they really did understand what we want as gamers, the Nintendo Switch wouldn't have launched in the state that it did. But again, for some people, that stuff doesn't matter. They'll say that, oh, I have other systems for other things, while crying and complaining that the Nintendo Switch doesn't have these things. And they're doing prediction videos saying they want these things, even though they said it was fine because they can just do these things on the PlayStation 4. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I didn't want to expose some people, but hey, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, from you for now, my name is NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace.